Judge. Really? Really? Papa Vinsmoke Judge. What? Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. This chapter really made me look at the Vinsmoke in an even different light for several different reasons. I mean, it's already been established, one, that the brothers minus Sanji are cold pieces of crap. Reiju has done some messed up things, but she also has somewhat emotion similar to Sanji, but the other ones were cold. But this just showcased not only the brothers, but also Judge in a light that is just kind of like, wow, I never really knew the depths of their character. I mean, this was an all-out fucking free-for-all. Everyone's going crazy. Everybody's just going nuts. Big Mom is completely in a state of shock. A lot of different things to talk about, but let's quickly focus in, for starters, on the Vinsmoke. Judge. What the hell was going on with Judge in this chapter? He's crying. He's essentially begging. Bottom line, Judge in this chapter, for what he was built up, being a part of the Germa 66, the Vinsmoke, you know, just his name in general, this proud man, for him to go from that to crying, sobbing, as supposedly this incredibly powerful, ruthless man, how he treated Sanji, how he treated his family, what he did to his children, to be there begging, because bottom line, no matter what it is, it's pathetic because of the persona that this man has been putting on and the established characterization of him being this cold and ruthless cunt. So no matter which way you look at it, whatever reasoning is behind it, it's pathetic. But if, let's just say he's doing this flat out just because he's distraught, that's really, really pathetic. It's slightly a little bit less, but still it's embarrassing because all of these people are watching right now. He's completely destroying his name and his character and his reputation that he's built up, but still it's less pathetic in a way if there's a plan behind it. If he's trying to stall for some time, or if there's something that he's trying to do, he has an ace in the hole and he's just playing it up with these tears, there's a possibility there that I could not redeem him, because bottom line is just like, all of us, I'm pretty sure, are looking at Judge like, it'd be different if you're an innocent guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just a good person, you ain't do nothing wrong, and you're crying because, holy shit, what is going on? What is happening to me? I didn't do anything to deserve this. That's understandable. Like, you know what? Cry. Definitely. Agree. 110%. But if you're just there after everything you did, oh my gosh, Judge, I have the little shred of, I don't even want to say respect, because you can't respect somebody that does something like that to his children, but the little bit of admiration for his incredible savagery that I had, out the window, gone, kapoots, because you don't just do that when you're supposed to be this heartless man and everything that you've done and then just sit there and crying. So Judge, cunt, moron, just wow. And the fact that you're supposed to be this top of the line assassin and you're falling into this trap and everything and crying, Judge, out of here. But an interesting, not really in the same line of Judge regarding it being pathetic, but it is interesting to note the damage and how really messed up the brothers are. Ichiji, Yonji, like those three in particular, they are more messed up than I realized, because they're candid there. Any normal person would at the very least have some sort of emotion in regards to what's about to happen. They have guns to their head, they're seemingly about to die, they got set up and everything. They would either have, you know, that last respectful thing, you know, that Whitebeard going out with a smile like a man, something along the lines of that. But that's not what's happening with them. They're so emotionless that they're just kind of, oh, they're gonna kill us, oh shoot, like, oh darn it, oh geez, like, they don't even give a shit that they're about to be killed there. And that's why I'm kind of like, Reiju, she was just smarter than Sanji, and maybe it's because she's older as well that she was able to hide her emotions, because Reiju, and I've said this for months upon months with this arc, that Reiju doesn't deserve the same treatment as the rest of them. Yes, she didn't stand up for things, and yes, she was doing things on the sly, and she's done some messed up things, even, you know, she said it herself, but Reiju doesn't deserve, but these guys, it's just kind of like on a whole other level of messed up shit. And Judge, what he did to his children, he deserves the worst. Like, the brothers, they're scum, and they're gonna continue to be scum even if they survive from this, but they're just deranged. Judge, on the other hand, one of the lines that caught me, and I know I'm just kind of all over the place, but one of the lines that caught me was when Judge was like, what's the matter with you lot? You like, you know, he was kind of like, you guys are nuts. And that's how messed up they are, where Judge is a normal person that's a piece of shit. They're not normal and they're pieces of shit. So that was a really interesting thing to dive into. The Vinsmoke, regardless of what, Judge is absolutely out there. The brothers are insane. So it was kind of like nice to dive into it, but also it's kind of like, man, I really hope there's an ace in the hole, and the reason they're acting so calm about it, or at the very least Judges during this whole show, is because he's trying to stall for time. That's the only thing I could think of. So there's that regarding the Vinsmoke portion of the chapter. We also had a bunch of other cool... Let's talk about Capone for a second, because, yo, Capone, you're quickly becoming one of my faves of the worst generation, bro. Like, you're quickly becoming, when he's just there, still putting on a show, putting the gat to Luffy. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. We gotta put this show on still. I was like, yes, this is what I like. And Capone, that last line ending the chapter that way, I was like, yes, Capone for the win. This gangster mafioso dude, when he was just like, you know, yeah, there's a future, but we all have the power to change it. That was hype as hell. Capone, this arc has done tremendous things. If for anybody, any character in One Piece or a part of this arc, the most is done, I feel, is a great turnaround to make Capone just look like an absolute badass and an absolute great, really interesting character. And this chapter did yet again that. It was kind of like when he stood up to Dogtooth and he was like, bro, we ain't doing this right now. We ain't doing this. And the fact that Dogtooth, because Dogtooth had, his face was like pale, and that means that he saw something really vicious and disgusting. Now I'm kind of curious, what did he see? Theories out there, maybe he saw Big Mom finally getting out of that catatonic state and just killing him. Maybe he's trying to quail things before Big Mom takes it to that next level and goes batshit crazy. Maybe he saw the death of all of them. There's so many questions that makes me wonder what it is that he saw, that Dogtooth is just going savage right now, trying to stop things before it escalates any further. Brook coming yet again, clutch, and I loved it when he ripped off the face and everything. I was just like, that was one of my favorite parts of the chapter as well. Like, I think Capone stole it from me with that last line at the end, but Brook with the face reveal shot, I was like, Brook, you're a funny dude. You're a funny dude. So really cool stuff there. I'm really curious what Luffy's plan is regarding the picture of Mother Caramel. Is he planning on putting it back together and shattering it again? Is he gonna make a joke out of it? Because you gotta think, Big Mom right now in the chapter, you definitely see she's out of it. She's gotten so enraged that she just doesn't even, she's at a lost for words. You know, her eyes is just swirls and shit like that because she don't know which one to focus on first. The cake, the Straw Hats, Mother Caramel, and I really can't wait, and I hope here soon we finally start to understand and get into who Mother Caramel is to Big Mom. Why is she so important to her? Why is this portrait so important to her? So a lot of interesting things there, but just, I want to know what Luffy's going to do with that portrait. Is he going to, like, it's going to be something funny, I'm imagining, and I'm imagining as well because Big Mom ain't going to, like, if Big Mom goes out like this completely, because even though the plan isn't going accordingly, there's a couple of things that was thrown for a loop. Still, nonetheless, I want Big Mom to, and I expect fully for her to completely either have an awakening or just, once she gets it together, go insane, and we're going to have some more great stuff, hopefully, from that. Because as of right now, where it stands, Big Mom isn't really throwing hands yet. She's too gone. So I'm expecting within whatever Luffy does, whether it's next chapter or the chapter after that, with that Mother Caramel photo, that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. If he does something even further to the photo, maybe it could make her snap into complete rage, or it could make her just realize, oh, okay, he's playing with me right now. Now I gotta go in. So I'm expecting more from Big Mom. Not that she really hasn't done anything, because again, we know her weakness was that photo to begin with. So she just needs to get it together. So I'm expecting some greatness from Big Mom, a little bit more of the Sanji and Pudding situation. And I'm like, you can tell Pudding is already working her way to the turnaround. When she was like, I'll handle it, and she's talking shit. I loved the little subtleties in there regarding Sanji and what he was telling Pudding when she was like, I've tricked so many people, and he was like, yeah, you tricked yourself, bitch. You were tricking and other stuff. Now, when Sanji was talking about Pudding, nice little dialogue there, but I totally see, I mean, it's being completely thrown in our faces. Pudding is working a way to turn around. I don't think she's going to be completely like, kawaii desu ne, but she's working her way to, I don't know if she'll be an ally to the Straw Hats, but more so not being completely savage towards them, and Sanji in particular, because Sanji showed her something nobody else really did, and that's kindness and acceptance for being different. So you could definitely see there's a little bit of subtleties of lessons in there from Oda trying to give us some goods there. I mean, as a whole, the chapter, it wasn't the most progressive. I mean, it progressed to show Big Mom's reaction that she's completely just out of it. We got some progression on now Capone revealed his cards, that he's working with the Straw Hats and he's a part of all this, which you got to think, what was in the future that Dogtooth saw if he didn't see Capone's betrayal? Because he already saw the future, he's pale white, and he's like, Capone, shoot Straw Hat. So he couldn't foresee the betrayal right there. So I'm imagining there was something to do with Big Mom. It has to be something to do with Big Mom, with what he saw, if he couldn't foresee the betrayal from Capone. But again, it was not the biggest progression, I think, especially comparing it to like the last chapter we had. Last chapter was absolutely insane. This one was still good, but as far as progressing things, it wasn't a major jump, but it was still nice to get a little bit more of a slow progression to Capone's reveal, Big Mom's catatonic state, a lot of the insanity going on with Brooke ripping the face off and stuff like that. So still getting more of this mosh pit of everyone going in. So not the greatest like last chapter, but still nonetheless a pretty damn good chapter. I want to say 7, maybe 7.5 ish. It was good getting things together. Hopefully next week we see what happens with Big Mom, because I don't want like 3 or 4 chapters going in of just Big Mom being there like, what do I do? Like, get it together, Big Mom. Kind of curious what you guys think about it. For starters, what did you think about the Vinsmoke? How do you feel about Judge? To me, Judge, you're pretty pathetic. Like, you're supposed to be a monster and you're crying. Like, monsters don't cry. Also, what do you think about the Vinsmoke? How messed up they are, the brothers, that they're just there. Yeah, we're gonna die, bro. Yeah, we're gonna die. Why not? Yo, yeah, you know, fuck it. What do you think about Big Mom's catatonic state? Do you think that she's gonna go absolutely insane once Luffy does something else with that portrait? Also, what do you think Luffy's gonna do with it? Is he gonna smash it even further? Is he gonna put it back together in a silly way that's gonna make her completely explode? And if she does have some sort of awakening, what could it be? I hope whatever it is, it transforms her body into something a little bit more fightable, more, you know, humanoid, I would say. I mean, she is a humanoid, she's just a giant, but more smaller, to where she can maneuver around and maybe use the powers of her homies, you know, the Prometheus and all that shit, to kind of fight on a more normal fighting playing field. So kind of curious there. And your overall thoughts of the chapter, not the biggest progression, but we still got some gold nuggets. And Capone, that line, classic. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.